and welcome back to Financial Minds Meet the Experts. I'm your host, Jaime Agostino. In case you're new to listening to our show, this is where we're joined by financial industry experts to talk about topics, trends, and themes that credit union professionals need to know about. Today, I'm speaking with Jesse Kohl, president of InterLutions. Jesse, thank you so much for joining me today.
Hey, Jamie, thanks so much for having me. It's great to be on your podcast. It's exciting that you're doing these.
Thank you. Would you mind, for those that don't know you, would you mind telling our listeners just a little bit about yourself?
Yeah. I've been in the credit union industry now 20 years. This has been my first job coming out of college. I've spent my entire career with credit unions. Started at a corporate credit union for a number of years, and over the past 5 years, I've now been president of our QSO InterLutions, all about employee benefits and helping credit unions help their employees through better benefits. So it's been exciting.
Great, thank you. Well, for those who may not know, can you tell us a little bit of the history behind eye care and how it works?
Yeah, sure. So like so many credit union offerings, iCare was formed at the request of a group of credit union executives. We work with a credit union advisory council to really help us better understand the key challenges credit unions are facing. And as we know, the credit union industry is known for offering competitive and rich benefit plans to help
Mhm.
their employees. And our credit unions and clients that we work with were really tired of seeing their medical insurance premiums rising every single year. They certainly saw the writing on the wall that healthcare costs just keep going up and up and up. So they asked us to help. And it took us about a year and a half of working on healthcare feasibility studies and building what's called an insurance captive. And in 2015, we launched this really unique program where credit unions can collaborate to purchase their medical insurance together.
Wow. So tell me how this insurance captive works for credit unions.
Yeah, insurance captives is such an interesting, cool topic, at least for us. And just to be clear, our QSO offers four very different and unique options for credit unions to evaluate. It really based on their size or location or their risk appetite, and it's all about leveraging volume and scale, pooling resources, and trying to drive down the costs of insurance. But an insurance captive, in its simplest form, is it's just an insurance company that is formed and owned by its members. So it's a really nice fit in this credit union cooperative space where we're all in this together to help our employees and our members. So having ownership in the insurance purchasing process gives our credit unions a competitive advantage because we're removing a lot of the excess taxes and margins and profit that is built into the cost of insurance. So it's I think a really innovative but simple way to lower the cost of insurance. And then what most of our clients do is they pass these cost savings directly back to their employees through lower premiums. So it's a really good model, especially for credit unions, probably with more than 100 plus on their medical insurance plan.
All right. Well, I want to talk about one of the other programs that you have, which I have to be honest, I'm really excited about because we had a lot of credit unions, small credit unions that were looking for assistance. And you recently, InterLutions, have a new program. It's the new Eye Care Health Plan for small credit unions. You designed it for them. So tell me a little bit about how that program works.
Yeah, this is something that we are so excited about. And I think just over the past couple of months, we've been able to help so many small credit unions with this new offering. And since we launched our QSO, our goal was always to deliver competitive options to all credit unions, no matter their size. But in the insurance field, it's a lot more challenging to find competitive rates for smaller employers. So we formed our own insurance agency. We hired licensed agents and built customized plans really exclusively for smaller credit unions. And because we're a QSO and we're a nonprofit entity, we can take a little bit different approach than most insurance brokers do, where we can leverage the volume we've accumulated over the past few years. We can leverage the claims data that we've gathered and the technology that we've built. And all of this leads to better benefit plans for small credit unions that have historically only been made available to larger employers. So yes, it's something that we're thrilled about. Our clients and our partners are thrilled about, and it's really keeping us very busy over here.
All right, wonderful. How can these then two programs help credit unions retain employees? Because that's a big issue these days. How can it help them retain them and meet their healthcare needs?
Sure, it is. Yeah, it's such a challenge. When it comes to medical insurance and employee benefit plans, a lot of it really boils down to the cost. So don't get me wrong, we love helping credit unions implement quality wellness plans or health savings accounts or offer them telemedicine apps, all really cool and necessary things, but ultimately, health plan premiums need to be attractive. I'm sorry, they need to be competitive to attract and retain employees. So our number one focus continues to be on the cost side and to make sure credit unions can continue offering rich plan designs at competitive rates to really compete against some of the bigger banks and some of the fintechs out there.
All right. What do the custom design options look like for these two programs?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked that question, Jamie, because there's oftentimes a misperception when it comes to pooled health plans, and we offer these collaborative pooled plans where a credit union might think that they all have to join the same carrier or they all have to agree on a fixed or limited plan design. But that's never been the case with our programs. One of the first requests we heard from our credit union advisory committee was really about flexibility with carriers and plan design. So our QSO works with all the national carriers and a lot of regional carriers to give credit unions options to explore. And I'll tell you, it keeps us on our toes because every credit union we work with is very unique. A credit union in Pennsylvania might have completely different needs and options than a credit union in North Carolina or Wisconsin or Texas for that matter. So we have to be flexible with our plan designs and carrier options.
So what's next for eye care? What else is your QSO doing that you're excited about?
Yeah, I love that question, Jamie. It's exciting to think about what's ahead for our QSO. We've been surveying our credit unions over the past 6, 12 months now, and have been asking them about their primary goals and challenges for the coming years. And there are two key themes and responses we keep hearing. The first is credit unions are looking for more unique and competitive services to deliver to their business members. And the second topic we keep hearing from credit unions is they're looking for ways to expand their non-interest income streams without having to raise service fees. So again, at the request of our credit union clients, we built a health plan solution that credit unions can now offer to their business members. This would be through a marketing agreement with our QSO, where credit unions could refer their business members to our insurance agency. We could help those members find more options and potentially more competitive premiums. So it's something I think will be a huge benefit to both the credit union and their business community because it gives credit unions a chance to deliver unique products that their competitors probably aren't offering and gives them an opportunity to create a new non-interest income stream without increasing fees. So we're really excited about it, and our clients are really starting to get excited about this option too.
Good, good. They should be. That sounds exciting. So thanks for sharing that. Any final thoughts for our listeners today?
Um, no, I would just encourage everyone to take a look at what we're doing. We're a QSO, so we're in this to help credit unions. We don't charge for any type of analysis or evaluation. If you're a credit union with 1,000 employees or a credit union with just one employee, we have different solutions available for you, and that's really our client range. We've been signing up credit unions with only 1 or 2 employees, and we've had some of the largest credit unions out there as well, utilizing our insurance captive. So we'd love to work with more, and these programs really work better with more volume and more lives on the program. So it's really that collaborative theme is the more credit unions that we work with, the better it performs for all of our members.
Wow. All right. Thank you. And if you want to learn more, I'm going to, go off script here for a second. If you want to know more about the program, contact your corporate account manager here at Vizo Financial. In addition, Jesse recently did a webinar for our members, and that recording is available on our website. So feel free to watch that at your convenience, www.vfccu.org. All right. So today's episode is brought to you by Vizo Financial's upcoming member appreciation events. Vizo Financial will be hosting 2 special events, a member appreciation reception and a member appreciation breakfast to show our members just how much we appreciate them. First member appreciation reception will be on May 19th from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. at the Hotel Hershey in Hershey, PA, during Cross States Credit Union Association's Reconnect annual convention to celebrate the most incredible members ever, which is all of you. And then our other event is on June 13th, 2023, and we'll be at the Omni Grove Park in Asheville, North Carolina. And we're going to start off our day right with a grateful heart and a full belly at our member appreciation breakfast during the Carolinas Credit Union League's annual convention. We'll hope you join us for one of these member appreciation events. You can register or learn more today by visiting our website at www.vfccu.org. Jesse, before I let you go, I'm going to ask you one more question. What do you love the most about the credit union, working in the credit union industry?
Oh, good question. So maybe this will sound corny, but I love that people helping people philosophy. We at credit unions, we all know it, but I think that we need to get this word out, is that we put people before profits. And it's rewarding for me, my employees, my team, our company, and this partnership with Vizo to know that we're doing everything we can to help credit union employees, because the more we can help our employees, the better our employees can help the members out there. So it's really all about people. We love helping people, and we really put that before our profit. So it's been really rewarding career so far.
Yes, well said. I couldn't agree more. As always, thank you all so much for listening, and make it a great day.